Do you mind giving your name, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Your name is?
My name is McMullen.
McMullen. Okay, Mr. McMullen, I'm here today at the fire department. Want to ask you a couple of questions. Hopefully you can answer these questions. If not, I totally understand. I thank you for the time that you're spending with me, and I understand you understand that I spoke to you about the consent form as well. Okay, I'll start off with the first question. The first question is, what experience do you have with developing and implementing an emergency management plan?
I'll refer that to the chief officer.
Okay. So you would like to refer that to the chief officer? Okay, totally understand, sir. Thank you for that. Here's the second question, if it's possible, that you can answer for me, and it is, can you describe a time when you had to coordinate multiple agencies in response to an emergency situation? Meaning, if you had to coordinate with other departments.
I haven't been on an incident out here, but there's been plenty of chief officers out here that have been on incidents where they
So they
had to
actually,
had different jurisdictions assist, different companies assist with the incident.
oh, okay. I understand. Thank you,
And
sir.
it's basically, all of it falls under incident management. That's what it
Incident
falls-
management?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
Thank you.
that's something under the chief,
Okay.
for the chief officer.
Got it. All right. Well, moving on to my next question is, what strategies do you use to identify potential risks and hazards before they become an emergency?
Basically, size up. You know, any pre-planning. Anytime we go in a structure or we go to someone's house for a medical emergency, you always do your pre-plan right there. Because you never know, you may have to come back to that house for a major incident or a building, commercial building, anything like that. You do that every time you step out the door. Go on an incident, you can do that.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for that. So I'll move right along because I know you're fairly busy. I have just a few more questions here. The next question would be, are you familiar with the difficult types of emergency alerts and notification systems?
I'm familiar with Charles County and Prince George's County alert systems, yes.
Oh, okay. Could you elaborate a little bit about Charles County?
Well, the alert system, they will basically send out tones, which is a alert system. Every firehouse has an alert system. And basically, they'll alert the firehouse, and you would look up on the screen, it'll say your call, and then they'll put it out.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. It could
So
be anything from, I don't know, a cat in a tree to a fire.
Have you ever dealt with any earthquake alarms or anything like that?
Well, I was here years ago when the earthquake hit, and basically we were going to people's houses and checking their pools out, making sure there wouldn't be any cracks in it.
Oh, okay. So then no major home damage occurred,
No,
house crumbling, falling in?
not really, not major stuff, no.
Okay. Now, if that did happen, what would be the case? Y'all just make sure everyone's safe, or?
Yeah, we just make sure the building or the structure is safe for them to maintain and stay in, and if not, we'll get a building inspector or call Red Cross and put them up.
All right. Thank you for that again. And just have three more questions. And here's the next one. How do you handle difficult conversation with members of the public or the stakeholders during an emergency?
Basically, if it's an incident, we'll talk to whoever the homeowner is or whoever is home at the time. To if it's a child or teenager or somebody, or get a hold of an adult. If a child is at the home, have them call an adult or a father or a mother, somebody respected, and we'll let them know what the problem is, how they need to correct it, or who they need to correct whatever the problem is, whatever the incident is.
Okay. Okay. So you actually defer. I understand. That makes sense. the last two questions that I have for you, sir. The next one is, what is your experience with conducting a post-emergency assessment and debriefing? So I guess after the fact, have you handled one of those situations before after an emergency or major disaster?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's, basically, we'll have a critique or incident management team we have, and we'll get everybody that was on that incident together, and we'll go over it company by company or however the incident management person wants to do it.
Okay. Okay. And the last question that I have for you, before I thank you for your time, is describe a time when you had to make a difficult decision under pressure during an emergency.
I would say the nearest one I had was probably about a year and a half ago, when some people drowned in a pool
Oh, no.
not too far from here, and there were like 75 people standing around, and nobody would go in the pool to save these people. And we got on the scene and assessed the problem and dove in. I believe 2 wound up passing, and the one I saved wound up living. Managed to get him back.
Okay. So you was able to administer immediate CPR
Yep.
right there to
Yep.
save their life? Okay. I understand. And the other ones just didn't make it. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Well, that concludes our interview and the questions that I have for you. And I thank you for helping me as much as you can, seeing that you wasn't in the chief position and everything. And I understand how you feel about not being on camera. So, but thank you for doing the interview for me anyway. Okay?
No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-huh.